we mentioned earlier, the biggest party in Hollywood is this Sunday.
We're all looking forward to the 76th Annual Golden Globe Awards.
Our pal Natalie is out in L.A., got a chance to sit down with this year's hosts, Andy Samberg and Sandra Oh. Hey, Nat.
Good morning.
Hey, guys.
Okay, so the operative phrase is no clenching.
No clenching.
Yeah. No clenching the butt.
And Natalie, I do want to say you always look gorgeous at these award shows. What are you wearing?
I'm wearing, thank you, I'm wearing a coral goddessy kind of dress.
Ooh,
I don't even know.
I saw
It's
pictures.
beautiful,
It is
though.
stunning.
It's a nice color if you see me, because the NFL is also, you know, the NFC Championship Series is also
true.
on.
Oh,
So
that's
it'll be
great.
fun.
Eagles and the
I'll be
Bears.
there, though, for you guys.
And
Don't
you're going to
worry.
have a wrap-up of everything on the Today Show on Monday.
I will, certainly,
stuff.
for you guys.
Thanks
All right,
so much,
thank you.
Natalie.
Again, you can watch the Golden Globe Awards Sunday right here on NBC at 8.
Get off today. The diet this woman says changed her life. Plus,
Welcome back. This week, we've been trying to help you take it off today with some incredible stories of people dropping weight and turning their health around.
And this morning we have another great one, a woman who will give hope to anyone who hasn't been able to find a diet that really works.
At her heaviest, Candace Briscoe weighed 315 pounds, but a short 10 months later, she's a new person.
Growing up, weight was always a big issue for me. Over the years, I've tried every 35 pounds, and I'm loving the new me.
All right, ready to see Candace now, 135 pounds lighter. Oh, Candace!
Thank you so much.
Oh, my goodness.
Incredible.
Wow.
What does this feel like?
Incredible. It's the best I've ever felt in my life, ever. And I'm so grateful to be able to share this with everyone, because I've been small before and never felt as incredible as I do now. There's definitely a difference.
When you first make up your mind that, okay, it's time, I need to lose the weight, you step on the scales, 315 pounds. Is that daunting? I mean, how do you even take that first step?
It was devastating. But sometimes you have to hit rock bottom to know where you need to go. And after seeing that and feeling that isolation and depression and embarrassment, I knew that I had to make a change, especially because my blood pressure was so high. I was in stroke range as a 30-year-old woman, 220 over 120s. So I actually got frightened at that point as well. You know what I mean? So it made it easier.
You talked about the loss of, losing your mom, and a lot of people can relate to the emotional eating. So tell me, how did you take the first step? What did you do?
The first thing I did was start dieting as I knew how, which was like low calorie and low fat. I didn't know anything about ketogenic until a couple months later. And once I found that, it was the difference, because I was able to add things to my diet that I had already taken out, like cheese, which is my favorite. Things that I had cut out already, I was able to add back, so I didn't feel deprived anymore. And that's what a lot of us feel when we're dieting, like, oh, I'm missing out. And it finally found a diet where I felt, wow.
I've been doing keto as well.
Okay.
It is, let's take a look at what you're doing. And what's interesting about it, I found one of the things I had to fight was everybody's preconceived notions about what's healthy.
Absolutely.
And what you can and can't eat.
Absolutely. So a 3 meal a day is usually what I'll start my clients at. I'm coaching now.
Oh, you're coaching?
Wow,
Yeah,
good for you.
I coach now, and we start with 3 meals and we transition into intermittent fasting, what I'm sure you know a lot about. But this would be a normal meal for me. But you got to understand I'm in maintenance.
Welcome back. Grit is all about courage, and our next guest definitely has some.
She's a grandma who spent years helping others, but always felt there was something in her own life left unfinished.
So she took a big leap and recently proved it's never too late to fulfill a promise.
for Bernie Franks, growing up in St. Louis, life came fast.
I got pregnant at 14, had my baby at 15, and got married at 16.
She dropped out of high school, but that didn't stop.
Challenging, and not only was it just the spiral notebooks and the laptop incident, it was walking 10, 15, 20 blocks a day, because parking is hard to find, and then have an all-day regimen of being on campus. So in addition to buying a laptop, I bought a pair of Jordans.
Okay.
And I was able to keep up on campus as well.
Well, I think this is such a fun part of the story. Your granddaughter also went to school there and ran into you on campus, not knowing she was ever going to run Megan is actually here with us in the audience. What was that like?
So my grandma is so involved in the community that I just assumed she was there to teach a class or, help some students on campus. She's just really involved. And so when I saw her, I said, hey, what are you up to? And she was like, oh, I'm in school now, too. And I'm like the only one getting a degree. And I just was like, whose school? Yours. Exactly.
Well, we have a little surprise for you, Bernie. You have inspired so many people about getting an education. The University of Iowa has set up a new scholarship, the Bernie Franks Scholarship, an annual fund benefiting non-traditional, underrepresented students. How do you feel about that?
Oh my God, that is amazing. That is amazing. I told Annika when she talked to me, if anything that I do touch the quality of another person's life, then it will have been well worth it all. So that's amazing.
It certainly was. Well, congratulations on all your hard work. And for more information on Bernie's scholarship, head to today.com. We'll be right back.
Monday, Bobby Flay stops by with some...
This morning, a look at the upside.
We have the story of one couple's journey to start a family.
After years of struggling, something very, very unexpected happened. Take a look.
It was just a fairy tale wedding.
In 2000...
When I was very heavy, I did that too.
Okay. The next one, planners. Do you keep a written planner?
My mom does.
Paper
planners. I switched over to electronic. You?
Totally electronic, but you too.
I do both. I don't have mine. You've got yours.
Yeah.
Look at Dylan.
I mean,
She
show
December.
Well, November's even worse. I mean,
That's great.
This is my paper
Is that fabulous?
planner.
That's
I
crazy.
need to see it on paper. I need to see it in my own handwriting. I don't even know what I've written here, so nope, all looks good.
I still have my file of facts.
Person here at the Today Show. I love your dress.
We
terrific.
like
Shoulder
it.
pads.
It's different. Well, let me just point out how nice people are on Twitter. So this one woman says, burn the dress between the high shoulders and your bob haircut. You look like a stormtrooper wearing a carpet.
Yeah, and by the way, nice lady who said that, why don't you send us in a picture of what you look like and what you're wearing?
I always love your style, but this is a fail.
Oh.
So, I mean, but I like it. I think it's
to
different.
yourself.
As somebody, I can say as the authority, yes, but it's all even on trend. And
I love it.
And you know what? It's fashion. It's fun.
Right?
Take risks. Who
Exactly.
cares? There's enough to worry
I took
about.
a risk today.
She's sitting at home. She's like, oh, Dylan just read my
terrific.
tweet.
Now she feels badly. We'll take an apology tweet.
But you know what? I think it's good that we mention it because just so you guys know, we see your tweets and we read them.
We can't always respond to
And they
everyone.
make us feel bad.
But,
Sometimes they'll make you feel bad.
But
I know
nice
you
ones,
respond a lot.
the nice ones always make us feel good. So you can keep those coming.
Oh, and may I also mention
Yes.
Jack Benny on Twitter. 76% of the people know who Jack Benny
My
is.
mother-in-law texted me to
24.
say that she knows.
His best joke was he's being robbed. He goes, your money or your life? Well, I'm thinking.
That's good.
Because he was very cheap.
You know what we're going to do? We're going to pull that clip.
Okay.
Just educate the half. How many people? The 30% of the people who don't know.
That's right, 450.
450 votes. That's actually pretty
That's good stuff. Now Dylan's going to get all of these tweets during this next commercial break. Thank you, guys.
Yay.
We'll be right
Make
back.
Dylan feel better. How great.
Fantastic. The county jail doesn't have a waiting list. I haven't heard that phrase. It's true, isn't it?
Yep.
And look at the determination on those kids' faces. They're into it and focused.
Good stuff.
Right. And achieving academically, which is so amazing. Colleen's good work getting recognized last year, receiving the 2018 Governor's Service Award for Mentor of the Year.
Good stuff.
That's right. We'll be right back.
And we're ready to show the world who we've become.
All right, everyone.
Well, now it's our favorite part.
Yeah.
Yep.
It's time to see Ralph and Ann's amazing transformation. 240 pounds later, Ralph and Ann, come on out. Wow. Oh, my goodness. Wow. Congratulations. Your hair got lighter. It did. I can shake your hand across. Congratulations.
My goodness.
Wow. You guys look amazing. And I find your whole story fascinating because I know when you get into that relationship rut, you just kind of, you eat together, you do things together. What was the moment when you realized we need to do this? We need to lose the weight? You wanted to get pregnant, but you've also kept it off. And we have a bunch of meals here to kind of go through what a typical day looks like for you guys and what kind of food you're eating.
So this table, this is a typical day. This is what you eat.
Yeah, that's what we had for breakfast this morning.
Actually, I cooked toast on an iron at the hotel.
So that's amazing.
We had that exact thing this morning.
All over the country for their YouTube series, Transform Nation, motivating people to not only transform their bodies, but their minds as well.
The journey of transformation never ends, and we've got your back for the rest of your life.
I love it. Here to help us map out your health transformation, fitness experts and creators of the Transform app, Chris and Heidi Powell. Welcome.
Thank you.
So let's dig in so we can help everybody at home, us too. So the first part you say is identifying your goals. Easy enough. Talk to me.
In our world of transformation, it's so important we must create and write down SMART goals.
Okay.
So let's talk about this acronym real quick. SMART stands for specific. Specific is the very first part of it.
There it is.
It's so important that we must know exactly where we want to go so we can map up those smaller steps to get there.
Okay.
And measurable. It's got to be quantifiable.
So do you mean, 3 pounds in a week, or like, what do you mean by specific?
Absolutely. You could be saying, hey, by June 1st, I want to lose 25 pounds.
Instead of, I want to lose weight this year.
Yeah,
So
like,
be specific.
Oh, I want to feel better. That's not specific. We have to nail this down so we can map out those small steps.
Okay.
And then measurable. It's got to be quantifiable. We can measure it in calories, or in pounds. We can measure it in inches, or even in consistency. How consistent you've been.
And then attainable and relevant are the next ones. So attainable, it's got to be something you can actually do. You don't want to say I want to lose 100 pounds in a month because that's not realistic. Then relevant, it has to really mean something to you. It's got to be relevant to you in your life, or you're not going to put forth the effort it requires to get there.
Fair enough. All right, so let's talk about practically how to do it.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Well, the time sensitive.
As you walked out, explain the time
Yes,
sensitive.
time sensitive is also very important because you got to put a date on it. That date, it creates that sense of urgency. Like, by June 1st, I'm going to accomplish this.
That's what I tried to do that this year. But you said also create realistic expectations.
Yes. First and foremost, the human body changes in slow motion, so you got to give it time. By the way, it's been incredible watching your journey of transformation over time as well. But like I said, it takes time. For some people, it could be 3 months, or it could be a year or two. So be patient with yourself, give it time, and be kind to yourself in the process.
And also have realistic expectations that transformation, it's not all rainbows and butterflies and hugs and high fives. You're going to fall along the way. You're going to fall 1,000 times between now and the end of the year, and that's okay. One of the toughest things where people fall, it's meal planning.
Right.
I mean, we just saw Ralph and Ann in their meals, and they did such a great job because they had realistic choices in there. String cheese, almonds. I know these are foods that you eat, right? With keto.
Yeah.
And then marshmallow dream bar or a Rice Krispie treat. This, believe it or not, you guys, I eat this every single day.
No way.
Oh,
Every day.
What?
Yes,
True story.
I do. And it's not micronutrient rich. But it reaches in my macros, and you saw Anne and her ice cream. It's realistic. It's something I can do for the rest of my life.
And
it's very important.
And if you fall off, get right back on.
That's exactly it.
Mental game is a huge player in this. There are times I know I should be doing something, I don't want to.
Yeah.
It is so easy to slip into that negative mindset when you're saying bad things to yourself. Keeping that positive mental aspect of it is so important. And this is a wonderful exercise that we love to do with our people to keep them believing in themselves, to help them appreciate what they've got going on, and to always know and realize that they're great.
So what is the deal with the Post-it?
This is our gratitude jar right here. And inside this jar, we put things that we're grateful for or accomplishments that we've had anytime in our lives, whether it's in the past or it's current, small and big. So at any point in time when I'm feeling down or anyone is feeling down in their journey, you pick one of these out, read it, stop smoking. Stop smoking. That's huge. And it's like, if you can accomplish all of this, what can't you do? It's just a reminder of how great we are.
And you say partner workouts are also
big deal.
That's huge. Once again, look at Ralph and Ann. The moment they came together, then all of a sudden, that's when things go to a whole new level. When you're working out with a partner, your chances of success go up exponentially. So there's some really fun games that we like to do as a partner.
Okay, so the very first thing Chris is going to get down, this is a grasshopper. This is a team effort. We're doing 50 reps between the two of us. It doesn't matter if he does 30, I do 20, whatever it is. He's going to go doing grasshoppers until he taps out. Then he's
like, you do 49, I'll do 1.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
And then
I'm up and I go. And I'm going to keep going until I tap out, say I'm done right here,
I'm going to tag him, and Chris
here we
goes
go.
until we complete 50. So that's a great way to bond together as a couple. Another fun little bonding moment.
Last one, we're out of time.
All right, we're out of time.
You do this while we go to break.
Here we go.
Thank you, Chris and Heidi. For more information,
Other trips. I'm working on my Rice Krispie treats.
go to today.com. It's all there. We'll be right back. And I like this gratitude. But I do that every day. I just got it.
Live at 11:30. We'll see you then.
All right, so again, earlier in the show, we talked about, I did a reference to Jack Benny.
Yes,
you guys
you
have
often
no
do.
idea who he was.
I've heard of the name.
Yeah, all right. Well, on my Twitter poll, 79% of the folks know who Jack Benny is.
Out of
1,700
people.
votes, so.
It's that close. So there you go. Learn something every day. Tomorrow, our Take It Off Today series is back with a woman who has become an Instagram star because of her impressive weight loss. Have a fantastic day.
More Americans watch NBC News than any other news organization in the world.